Hi guys, Ronan here, and today I'm going to be going over some very basics of OBS. Now, OBS is such a fantastic program. The fact that it's free as well, I mean, this program does an awful lot if you get by that little bit of a steep learning curve at the start. Now, what I'm going to show you is how to make a simple setup of getting your mic in, getting your gameplay to show, and also the settings that I have in the preferences. So first of all, if you come down here, you have scenes. Okay, now this is what you'll see the minute you open OBS. This is like a blank scene collection, if you want to call it that. So if you come down here to scenes, you can see here that there's one scene already, but there's no source, and the sources are what make up the collection of inputs and outputs that you will allow OBS to either capture gameplay, capture your microphone, capture anything at all is your sources, and a scene is the collection of them sources. So you can have multiple scenes here. You can have one being, you know, just an intro video, and then scene number 2 could be maybe an introduction to your channel, and then scene number 3 could be your broadcasting and gameplay and microphone and everything else. So what I'll do here is I'll do exactly what I would do if I was setting up a new scene collection. Now, scene collection, just so you know, is up here. So if I hit scene collection, as you can see, I've got different scene selections here. I've got one for gameplay, so let's bring that one up. So that's my gameplay scene selection. As you can see, it's got the logo, the introduction, and the actual gameplay and microphone and image in the corner. If I go to another one, the podcast one, it's got a little bit of writing across the bottom. This will obviously be capturing hangouts, which will be myself and the other guys as we podcast. And again, it's the same. They have the logo, the introduction, and then it goes to the main podcast. So we're going to go for a new one. We're going to call this tutorial. So that will open up a blank scene collection, and here what you can do is you can start renaming this. So if you right click and hit rename, let's call this the intro. If you're after creating an intro that you want at the start of your broadcasts or your recordings, this is how you do it. So you call it intro, and then you come over here to sources. So you want to find that intro and add it into your sources. So what you do is you hit the plus, you go to media sources, hit OK, and then browse for that media source. Now I've opened it up previous to this video, and here it is right here. So if I bring that in, hit OK, that's the introduction in. So every time there's ways to set up hotkeys where if I hit Alt and Z, that can be your intro, so that will pop the intro, and then Alt and X might be your second scene, so that will pop the second scene, and Alt and C might be, that's the way I work it anyway. So it takes a lot of practice, but it is very good, and it saves you from making the video and then editing in the introduction after. So let's go ahead and make scene number 2, which we'll call this gameplay. Now I'm not going to actually show you any games running, but I will show you how to set it up. So what you want to do is, there's a couple of different options here, and you're going to have to figure out which one suits the game that you're playing, because some games are different. Some games have clients like League of Legends, or Fortnite actually has a client on PC where when you click the game, it doesn't load directly into the game. It will actually load a client that you will then, it'll either say updating, and then you can play the game. So you need to figure out exactly what game, what source suits the game. Now the one that I always find that suits nearly 100% of the time is display capture. So that will just capture literally everything that I'm looking at. So if I hit OK on that, hit OK. So as you can see, it's capturing everything that I'm seeing on screen. So when you go to start a game up, it will capture the game, and then you will be able to see the game and record the gameplay and stream the gameplay, whatever you need to do. So that's really basic stuff when it comes to OBS, but it's that basic stuff that you need to get by at the start because of the learning curve. It's just the interface is a little bit confusing at the start, but once you start practicing and you start getting used to it, it is very good. And I have used this now for about a year, and it's only in the last maybe 3 or 4 months that I'm really starting to get used to it. So if I wanted to put, if you wanted to add a little bit more to your recording or your broadcast, let's add an image. Again, just hit OK, browse, and then I'll just go to where my images are: desktop, assets, logo, and let's grab a PNG. Apologies now that I'm not a little bit more. Here we go. So a PNG, and as you can see, it's massive. Okay, so what you can do is you can grab the corner here and bring it right down. Keep going. The reason why it's so big is because the resolution is so high on it, and you can put that up in the corner. So that's adding a little bit more to your stream, and this is how you build collections. You keep adding and taking away and finding out what works, and you will come to an understanding that it's not that difficult once you get your head around it. So really, that's all that I want to show you in this video. It's a basic understanding. If I start up a game now, what I would do is I would hit the intro, let the intro play, then I would bang in the gameplay, and you are ready to rock. Obviously you would hit start streaming before the intro, or start recording before the intro, and then you would do your 2 scenes. Now you can have as many streams as you want here, or as many sources as you want. It's really up to you. But I'm going to be doing more videos on this, but at the moment I don't want to overburden you with too much information. This is just a basic understanding of OBS, and if you have any questions, just drop them below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. This has been Ronan from the Republic of Gaming, and we are out.